Part 2, the files they tried to bury. They thought the story ended with a shoebox. They were wrong. Because while TechMinds scrambled to cover the fallout, Elijah James had already vanished. No press, no interviews, no trace, just one email sent to Maya. One sentence that sent chills down her spine. They buried me alive, but they forgot I was a seed. What happened next would make global headlines. Red triangle pointed down. It started with a knock. 7:42 a.m., Monday, 3 federal agents walked through the glass doors of TechMinds HQ. Badges out. No smiles. They weren't there to talk. They were there to dig. By 9 a.m., Carlisle, the CEO who once mocked Elijah, was pacing in a locked boardroom, his voice shaking, because the files Elijah leaked weren't just about cooling chips. They were about everything. Ghost patents, suppressed designs, engineers silenced with NDAs, millions funneled into shell accounts, and at the heart of it all, a signature. His Carlisle. But what no one knew, not even Maya, was that Elijah's prototype was just a trigger. The real weapon was a 12-year-old hard drive, encrypted, hidden, protected, and now opened. Inside were emails, meeting transcripts, video footage, a digital timeline of betrayal. Back then, Elijah wasn't Janitor. He was TechMinds' lead thermal engineer. Brilliant, respected, trusted, until his most promising design, a revolutionary chip cooler, suddenly vanished. Then he was fired, accused of corporate theft, erased from their system, blacklisted across the entire industry. But Elijah knew the truth, and he knew the day would come when truth would be louder than lies. Red triangle pointed down. As a federal investigation deepened, something strange happened. Whistleblowers started appearing. Former engineers, ex-interns, even a retired VP, all telling the same story. Elijah was framed. They had tried to speak up years ago, but were silenced, threatened, paid off, and now they were done staying quiet. But the real twist was Elijah's silence. He refused interviews, declined every podcast, ignored the press frenzy. Instead, he focused on BlueTorch Labs, his newly formed tech company. And investors? They followed. In less than 10 days, BlueTorch raised over $17 million in seed funding. Their motto? Engineered with purpose, built from the ashes. The silent cooler was just their first drop. More was coming. Red triangle pointed down. Meanwhile, TechMinds was crumbling. Stock price in freefall. Boardroom resignations. Carlisle facing criminal charges. The internet exploded. Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere. The Janitor just broke Silicon Valley. From mop to mogul, Elijah James wins. This is better than a Netflix show. And still Elijah said nothing. But Maya, she received a second email. It was short, just a video. No subject, no text, just a timestamp. March 14th, 2013. She clicked play. There he was, Elijah, standing in a TechMinds lab, explaining the silent cooler to a room of executives. One of them, Carlisle. You could hear him clearly. If we take this design in-house, we cut costs by 40%. But Elijah doesn't need credit. He's just a builder. The video cut out. That was the moment. The moment they stole everything. And now, the world saw it too. Red triangle pointed down. In the days that followed, BlueTorch's website crashed from traffic. Everyone wanted to know one thing. Who was Elijah James? But he didn't speak. Instead, BlueTorch's homepage simply updated to show this. Let your silence be louder than their lies. Elijah James, founder. Then the countdown began. Just numbers. No explanation. 7 days. 6 days. 5. People were calling it the reckoning clock. Speculation ran wild. Would he release more files? Drop another prototype? Expose other companies? Even Forbes ran a cover story. The ghost who came back to burn the empire. But on day 1, the clock hit 0, and nothing happened. No files. No live stream. No press release. Just a black screen on the BlueTorch website. Then a single phrase appeared. White text, center screen. The fire has already started. And below it, an upload bar, encrypted zip file. Name, Project Eden. Maya opened her phone. One last message. From Elijah, you helped plant the seed. Now watch the forest grow. Then nothing. His email account went dark. His social profiles? Gone. No trace. The janitor had vanished. Again, but this time, as a legend, red triangle pointed down. To be continued in part 3. Because Project Eden isn't just a file. It's a manifesto. And what's inside could ignite the next war in Silicon Valley. Backhand index pointing right like. Follow. Hit the bell. Because when Elijah speaks again, the whole world will be listening. Fire.